We are solving case 3 in activity 8.2. Then we have this information, and the first question is how many salesperson did receive their bonus. In this case, we want only the ones that contain some information about the money, so the money should be greater than 0. That's our criteria. Then it's equals to count if open parenthesis, and then criteria is greater than 0, and the information about the bonus is on column I. I select it. Then here in this column is gonna look for the amounts greater than 0, and the answer is 4. Calculate the total sales of female persons for the first trimester. So equals to sum if open parenthesis, and then we want only female, so it's gonna be letter F, equals to letter F. The cells where Excel is gonna look for is column B, and we need to add the sales, the total sales, so that is column H. Here. Calculate total sales of male salesperson for the first trimester. So it's gonna be equals to sum if open parenthesis, my condition is only male salesperson, so equals to male, and we have here column B for the gender, and the range to sum it's only the first trimester, so column E, okay, here. Then calculate the average of the total sales for the junior salesperson. So junior salesperson, it's on status. Then we're gonna calculate the average if, in this case, when it's equal to junior, the sales is for the status, and we should get the average for the total sales on column H. Here. Now, how many men calculate the average sales obtained in the third trimester for the area of Ñuñoa. Since it has like specific characters, I'm gonna copy paste the word to make sure that I'm spelling it correctly. Then equals to average if, open parenthesis, and then should be equals to Ñuñoa. The location is, or sales area is located on column D. And we should get the average for the sales on the third trimester, which is column G. Here. How many men work for the company? So it's equal to count if, open parenthesis, and then we just say equals to M, and the gender is located on column B. There. Now, how many of the salesperson are junior salesperson? Then we only want the junior, so equals to count if, and my criteria is only equals to junior, and the cells are the ones about the status. there. Calculate the total sales for the salesperson whose area is La Granja. Then we only want La Granja, so equals to sum if, because it's asking us total sales for the salesperson who are equals to La Granja. And the sales area is on column D. We should sum the total sales, which is column H. Here, calculate the average total sales for the salesperson whose area is La Florida. So equals to average if, open parenthesis, and then we only want the ones for equals La Florida. The sales area is on column D, and we should get the average for the total sales in column H. Okay. Then here equals the average total sales, so we need the average if, for the total sales, but we only want the ones who are not junior salesperson. So equals to average if, and then we don't want the junior, so different from junior. The cells containing the status is column C, and we should get the average for the total sales in column H. Here. Then, calculate total sales for the second trimester for salesperson whose status is not junior. So it's gonna be equals to sum if, because it's total sales, but we don't want the junior, so different from junior. The information about junior is on status, and they want us to add total sales for the second trimester, so column F. The answer is here. How many salespersons have a bonus in process? So we only want to count the ones in process. Equals to count if, open parenthesis, and then I only want the ones in process, and it's on column bonus, the information. Then the answer is 3. Calculate the average sales for the second trimester for all male salesperson. So it's an average if of. I only want the male, so equals to male. And the cells containing the gender information is column B. But the operation of average should be done only for the sales of the second trimester, so it's column F. Calculate total sales for the first trimester for salespersons that have sold more than $18,000 pesos during the first trimester. So equals, we want to sum because it's total sales, sum if, open parenthesis, and then my criteria is only if they sold more than 18,000, so greater than 18,000. But that information is located on the first trimester, so column E. And in this case, we should also add the sales during the first trimester, so it's again column E. calculate the average sales for the second trimester for all female salespersons. So we only want the average here, if open parentheses, and then it's gonna be only for the ones that have that are female, so equals to F. The gender comes on column B, and the average range is for the second trimester sales, which is column F. Here. Calculate the average sales for the second trimester, so it's the average. For salespersons that have sold 18,000 or more during the second trimester, so equals, and then it's average, if, open parentheses, then the condition is 18,000 or more, so greater than or equal to 18,000 on the second trimester. And we should also add the sales on the second trimester for those specific people or salesperson. Calculate the total sales for the third trimester for salespersons that have sold less than 25,000 during that third trimester. So equals to sum if, since we need to get a total, and then my criteria is less than 25,000, so less than 25,000, and that information is the one about the third trimester, so column G. And finally, we need to add the third trimester. And this is the answer. And this is the end of case 3.